Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Delicious Vegging. My name is Anna. We are doing another Shop My Stash video, so I really want to use the makeup that I already have before purchasing new makeup. And with Black Friday around the corner, there are some great makeup deals and some new products that I want to try out. So I'm really trying to minimize my makeup collection and not buy any more makeup until then. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I focus on content such as beauty, lifestyle, and how to save money. So if you're interested, please hit the subscribe button down below. Also, give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to turn on notifications. I upload every Wednesday and Saturday, and just go ahead and shop my stash together. So for eyeshadow, I'm gonna go with this Natasha Denona because I think it'd be perfect for today's look. Also, I'm gonna use this Friends palette for the brow bone and to set my eye primer. So we're definitely going to use this Real Techniques blend extender, so you want to spray it on your makeup sponge or makeup brush before applying your foundation, and it just does wonders with making your makeup look good and keeps your skin looking nice and hydrated. And I'll be using this NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. I'm almost out of this Makeup Revolution IRL Filter Finish Concealer, so I want to put it to my beauty empty so I can minimize my makeup collection and try some new products, so we're going to go ahead and use what's left of this. Recently, I received this in an Ipsy subscription. It's a 2-in-1 concealer and tint, so I want to go ahead and give it a try. And I'm gonna use this for my face primer. And for eyeshadow primer, I'm gonna use this one by Farrah. And then for liquid liner, I'm gonna use this one by Stila. And I think this would match very nicely with my shirt, so we'll give this liquid eyeshadow a try by Artist Couture. And we'll use this mascara by Wander Beauty. So I recently received this bronzer in an Ipsy subscription, so I definitely want to give this a try. And for my liquid bronzer, I'm going to use this one by Physicians Formula. I have been obsessed with this Ioni cream blush. And for powder blush, I'm going to use this one by LA Colors. And then for my powder, I'm going to use this one by Hard Candy. And I'm going to use this e.l.f. Jelly Highlighter in a shade Dew. I definitely need to use this Milani Luminoso palette a bit more so I can finally put it into my beauty empty. So I'm going to use this as my powder highlighter. I'm going to use this lip liner from ColourPop. I actually haven't used this one by Huda Beauty in quite a bit, so we're going to use this as my lipstick. So first, I'm going to prep my eyes with this Farrah eyeshadow primer. Then I'm gonna go in with this Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette. I think this will match my shirt perfectly. First, I'm gonna go in with the Friends and Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palette. For the brow bone, I'm gonna go in with the shade Clean, and to set my eyeshadow primer, I'm gonna go in with the shade Chicken. I have so many eyeshadow palettes. I really need to go through and use them a lot more. Lately, I feel like I've been using my Cherry Coke palette a lot. And now I'm going in with the shade Chicken. It looks a lot darker in the pan, but it's the perfect shade to set my eyeshadow primer. To build a crease, I'm gonna go in with this shade. The Natasha Denona palette has a very nice and buttery formula, but I feel like the palette isn't that realistic to do an everyday eye look. For instance, there's like really not a shade for the brow bone. This shade's way too dark to like go all over the lid. So I definitely have to use other palettes with it, but I got it in an Ipsy subscription. I was pretty surprised because I think I paid like $20 or $30 a month or something like that, or every other month. And this palette is not cheap by any means, because I think that palette even retails for like $50 or $30, so I was pretty shocked to receive that. For all over the lid, I'm gonna go with this gold shade. And before I finish the rest of my eye makeup, I'm going to set my face with the NYX Matte Setting Spray and then apply my face primer. I noticed if I let my face primer sit for a few minutes, my liquid blush and bronzer doesn't appear patchy, because before I used to apply my primer and then immediately my liquid blush and bronzer, and I always felt like my makeup looked a bit patchy or didn't apply as well, but this has been a total game changer. And for face primer, I'm gonna go in with this No Pore Blend primer. That sounded very weird to say, but that's how you pronounce it. It has a thicker consistency to it, but it does feel really nice and hydrating on the skin. I'm gonna go in with this Artist Contour liquid eyeshadow in the shade Little Kitty. And for the outer corner, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. I'm gonna spray my makeup brush with this Real Techniques blend extender. So I found this at the Dollar Tree. I absolutely love it. It just makes your foundation look a lot more flawless, and I almost feel like it looks like more full coverage and it lasts longer, and it just keeps your skin very nice and hydrated without looking like too oily or anything like that. And recently I got this 2-in-1 concealer in tint by Keys Soul Care, so it's my first time trying it out, so let's see how it works. So far it's blending in pretty nicely. It's very like lightweight and silky on the skin, which I do like. I do like that's not like thick and heavy. I just realized I forgot to finish my eye look, so 1 second, let me grab my eyeliner. So I'll be using my favorite high-end eyeliner. It's the one by Stila. If you're new on my channel, I never pay like the full $22 or $24 because it does go on sale frequently at Ulta during like their semi-annual beauty sale or Black Friday for $11 or $12. And then for mascara, I'm gonna go in with this one by Wander Beauty. I remember when I first started my YouTube channel, I had this foundation by Wander Beauty that came in an Ipsy subscription. This one also came in an Ipsy subscription. And I remember liking it, but it was like $40 and you honestly didn't get that much. So wouldn't repurchase it for that reason alone. Okay, now let me finish applying my foundation. So this has like light medium coverage, I want to say. The color is actually pretty good. I want to say it's like slightly a bit darker, but nothing too crazy. I really do love that concealer in tint. It almost applies more so like a serum. It has pretty decent coverage, but it's definitely not full coverage, but I definitely like it for an everyday wear. For my liquid bronzer, I'm gonna use this Butterglow Physicians Formula one. As you can tell, I am almost out. This lasted me quite a bit. I think I purchased this last summer, I want to say, but honestly, it's like a little bit too orange for my skin tone, but don't worry, we're gonna fix it with like the powder bronzer and all that. But it does blend in very nicely. It is comparable to the Drunk Elephant liquid bronzer. I haven't tried that one personally, but I have heard this is a good alternative. I feel like that skin tint is starting to oxidize and it's appearing a bit darker for me, so I love it, but maybe in a different shade, but lesson learned. Been obsessed with this Ioni cream blush stick from Dollar Tree in the shade Cinnamon Rose. If you can't tell I'm ready, I am so ready for fall. I swear like every single day this summer it has been like triple-digit heat, so I really don't want to go outside. I live in California, so I'm definitely ready for that fall weather. I can't believe this is only $1.25. It is so pretty and pigmented, so I feel like you could really control the pigment. I just apply a little bit more because it could be sheer at first, but I like a little bit more pigment to my makeup personally. For my liquid highlighter, I'm gonna go in the one by e.l.f. in the shade Dew. And I'm gonna go in what's left of my Makeup Revolution concealer. Got this for like $2 or $3 and it has been lasting quite a bit, so I am near the bottom of this product, so I definitely want to use it up while I can so I can minimize my makeup collection. So I have been applying my concealer after my liquid blush and bronzer because I do feel like it helps like blend it in and look a little bit more flawless. For powder, I'm gonna go in with this one by Hard Candy. I actually found it at Dollar Tree quite a bit ago. I used to use it all the time and then I don't know why I just like stopped using it. I started using like the Kat Von D powder and then the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop powder. Those ones are pressed powder, so I just feel like it's a little bit less messy. I used to be all about like the loose powder, but now I'm like more into set powders. I got this bronzer in an Ipsy subscription, so I can't wait to try it. It's by Context. I never heard of them, but I love the sleek packaging on it, and I think this would be a very nice bronzer shade. Whenever I'm trying new products, I used to like always go in with a heavy hand, but I just feel like a lot of products nowadays have really nice pigmentation to it, so try to go in with a light hand at first. I feel like this bronzer is nice. It's hard to tell because the skin tint is oxidizing and making me look a lot bronze than the rest of my body, but I definitely love this bronzer. I love this LA Colors blush in the shade Toe, so I actually got it from Dollar Tree quite some time ago. I'm really surprised I haven't hit pan on it, but definitely don't sleep on Dollar Tree makeup. They have some great products there. And I think this shade is just absolutely stunning for the fall time. And for highlighter, I'm gonna go in with the Milani Luminoso palette in the shade Gold. So I actually already applied it. I don't know why my camera stopped filming. but I'm just gonna go over it once more. So I feel like when I first started my YouTube channel, I used to use this palette a lot, as you can tell. I used to use it as a highlighter, eyeshadow, like blush, bronzer, but I feel like the other shades just don't complement my skin tone that well, so haven't really been reaching for this that much, but I definitely need to get some use out of it, even as like an eyeshadow topper or a blush topper, so that way I can add it to my beauty empties. I know I look a bit crazy right now. My foundation color isn't matching. I have a lot of blush, bronzer, and highlighter on, but we're going to set the face and it'll just like tone down a bit. So I feel like the last Shop My Stash video was a win and this one was kind of a fail. I really liked the formula of the skin tint. I just didn't like how it like oxidized like crazy. I feel like it made like the blush and bronzer kind of apply a little bit darker than usual, at least for the blush portion, but it's okay, we live and we learn. Powder definitely helped tone things down a bit, so that's why I always say trust the process, because it looks very pigmented at first, but I know once I apply like the powder, any setting spray, and just like even like 30 minutes after doing my makeup, it does like tone down a bit. And then for lip liner, I'm gonna go in this one by ColourPop in the shade Minute Man. Lipstick, I'm gonna go in with this one by Huda Beauty in the shade CEO. As I always say, trust the process. I feel like once I set my face, I was able to save today's makeup look, because beforehand, I just felt like that skin tint and the oxidizing really threw everything off. I felt like my blush and bronzer looked crazy and it didn't match my skin tone, but the finishing powder really helped save the day, because before I set my face, I would not go out in public like that. It looked like 5 shades darker than my skin tone, but now, like, yes, it is a little bit darker than the rest of my body, but I would go out in public like this, it's fine. So let me know in the comment box down below what your favorite beauty product is. I would definitely love to know. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button down below. Also, give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to turn notifications. I upload every Wednesday and Saturday, and I'll see you all in my upcoming videos. Bye, everyone.